Hey everyone, I'm Nix, and are you ready to ramble? 1.7 billion rand is the banking charges the taxpayer foots to process 250 billion rands worth of social grants. Fascinating statistic. And how did I figure all of that out? Oh, I know, because I found this horrifying story on X this morning. Auditor General flags billions wasted as social development battles fraud, failing systems, and a looming audit sanction. Whatever that may mean, ghost beneficiaries, dodgy payments, and failing services laid bare. News that most of us are familiar with. But let's understand why the SASSA system is as messed up as it is. Because when you look at the numbers, you're just like, oh, no wonder. No wonder this is all falling apart and they have billions upon billions. SASSA alone consumes 3.4 billion rand just on salaries. So here's a couple of stats you might want to know about SASSA, because it might not impact you directly, but for sure it impacts you indirectly. Because government salaries, social grants, and financial debt repayments consumes 90% of our tax revenue, guys. 90%, leaving only 10% left for building and developing and maintaining this country. I can't even get my head around it. Join me. I want to share some of these stats with you because I can't keep this to myself. It's horrifying. Okay. From the Social Development Department, SASSA receives 7.5 billion rand. They spend 3.4 of that on salaries. SASSA has a vacancy rate of 60%. 60% vacancy rate. And they've been trying to deal with this since 2006, 2008. I'm not even joking. And look at the numbers. 76% vacancy in fraud and corruption. No, really. I mean, why would you not want that department filled with capable, skilled employees? But even with a 3.4 billion rand salary book and a 60% vacancy rate, would you believe every employee walks away with 470k each? 500,000. Thanks for playing. And this is where it all starts falling apart. Okay, good. What do we spend the rest of the money on? Let me tell you. 34 million is wasteful, irregular expenditure. 1.7 million is for damage and theft. They spent 500 million, 479 million rand on computers, 369 million rand on security, 247 million rand on consultants, 143 million rand on rentals, and 124 million rand on Q. While going through the audit report, something I came across that honestly broke my heart. The amount of money this country is investing in our war veterans and our defense staff as it is, we all know how we're treating the DRC soldiers. But year on year, war veterans has dropped. So from 2013, 7.6 million, to today, 2024, 289,000. Yeah, that's how much it's dropped. But let's look at child support grant. 39 billion in 2013. It is now 80 billion. It's doubled. And to understand that in light of the Eastern Cape pregnancies from underage girls. And Cyril going, oh, why is gender-based violence the way it is? And then you're paying 80 billion rand for child support. And that, by the way, doesn't include care dependency. Care dependency is another 4 billion. And then we also have foster child at 4 billion. Yes. Ridiculous numbers. COVID. Oh, COVID funds. Why does this amount go up? So, 19 billion in 2020. This year we paid out 33.5 billion rand for COVID. Can we all please agree that we're done with COVID? The taxi industry still got COVID funds this year. Or this financial year, the financial year we're living in right now, the one that the ANC wanted to increase tax on. The taxi industry is still receiving COVID grants. And now, COVID grants at the cost of 33 billion is being paid out last financial year. I mean, it's just, we can't do this. This is completely unsustainable. Considering how many the tax-paying base is leaving South Africa, the ANC really need to catch up on that nightmare. Okay, I'm going to end my ramble off here because I don't know how else to end off my ramble. It's horrifying, absolutely disgusting. And you know where we can start? Local elections. Did you know local municipalities hold some of the biggest budgets and have the biggest impact to play in terms of spending those budgets? Because that's our daily life. The roads, the robots, that sort of thing needs to be functioning. And that comes from local municipalities. So I'm going to rant on about the importance of voting next year until yous are all blue in the face and my throat is dry. 3.5 billion rand for salaries for SASSA employees. Cool. And then 250 billion rand for the grants. But you know what? What about me? What about me, the person footing that bill? My car's falling apart because of all the potholes. I mean, I literally have drunk people acting like robot instructors. I don't know if any of you have experienced this, but in Joburg, the guys on the side of the road literally get drunk at 10 o'clock on a Monday morning and then decide, you know what I want to be when I grow up is an insurance pointsman. But then there's 4 of them, I'm kicking not, guys, there's 4 of them standing in the intersection. They're all screaming and talking to each other. And the entire road has come to a dead standstill because nobody knows where to go. And you know what the funny thing is? If you are in an accident in that robot, insurance won't pay out. And they've been warning people. So the chaos is real. And SASSA is just one of it. But to pay people to do nothing, to pay people to not contribute to society. Like, we all have a role. We all have to give something. And I think what really annoys me, here I'm off on a ramble now, what really annoys me is that I, as the tax-paying citizen, when I go to any government department and they see my surname is Pretorius, do I get treated like poo, absolute poo. I stop getting looked at, I stop getting spoken to, pieces of paper are thrown across desks at me. And then you know what one of the worst parts of that is? When I get to the robot, when I get to the shopping center, the next robot and the next robot and the next robot and the next robot. Every single person wants a buck from me. You want $5 and you want $5 and you want $5. I'm being taxed at 40% over and above that. What is it about people saying, oh, but that is who cares? That and personal income tax are 2 tax streams. Yes, we all pay that, but we should also all be paying personal income tax. I can't stand the fact that everybody at every freaking robot wants a dime from me. But they're the ones voting for the ANC, most like. So I'm like, no, I'm tired now. I'm tired. I'm unemployed, I'm broke, and I'm tired. Vote differently. Okay, I really am going to stop my ramble now. Before I go, I just want to give a shout out to all my new subscribers and the people who have watched my SARS video. absolutely appreciate all the support. I'm overwhelmed and super, super chuffed and forever grateful. Really, this means so much to me. And I hope that you have a good week. I hope it's a good week for us all, but we know that when the ANC's in power, not guaranteed. I do wonder how they're going to surprise us this week. Never fail to surprise, never fail to stoop to new lows. Have a great day, guys. Over and out.